This is Claire with the Painted Sisters, and we're going to do a resin Christmas ornament today using Iron Orchid Design molds and amazing casting resin. I get this at Hobby Lobby, and it comes in a box that looks like this. And as you can see, I paid $19.99. I usually try to use the 40% off coupon for this. Inside the box, you'll find 2 containers of fluids. They're some kind of chemicals that when you mix together turn into resin. Also in the box, you'll find these little tiny cups with little measurements. One thing about this amazing resin is you need to be very precise in your measurements. So we're going to cast these cherubs. They're mirror images of each other. So we'll first cast the first one and go from there. So I've done one of these before, so I know about how much fluid I need. So you measure it out into each little cup and get your measurement out, and don't mix it up until you're right ready to use it. Just keep it like sitting somewhere so you can get the other one poured. I keep on hand these little plastic punch cups to mix things like this in the paint in. So you're gonna pour the first cup in. I also have a plastic spoon right ready, and then pour the other. And then you start to stir it, and your mixture will be very cloudy. So you just keep stirring, and then it will all of a sudden clear up. At that point, you know it's ready. I wear these blue gloves because I don't really like to get this stuff on my hands. So once you get it mixed up, you're just going to pour it into your mold. And as you see, unlike paper clay or the air dry clay, you do not have to put anything in your mold like cornstarch or anything. You just fill it up with this. Okay, once you get it in and you've got everything filled up, then you're just going to let it sit there, and I'm going to let the video sit and play so you can see how it starts to turn. It'll start turning white, and that means it's starting to set up. And you can see it's starting to turn white, which means it's starting to sit up in the middle. I think it's a little bit more. I'm going to add in this little gold string for a hanger. Then I'm just going to let it set up the rest of the way. Okay, so I've given this time to set up, so now we'll take it out. To take out a resin, it's usually a lot easier. You just flip it over, then it just kind of pops right out. This one still is not. And you can see how the resin sits, and you get all the detail. All right, we're going to lay that to the side, and we're going to mix up just like we did before and make the mirror image. So we're going to do the same thing again and just pour it in this one. much. I want just a tiny little bit less than that one so the two go together better. Okay, so now you get to watch two of them set up. Okay, so now we're going to take this very lightly. Set it right down on top. You may get just a little bit of the resin coming out, but I don't worry too much about that because you can take an X-Acto knife and just trim it right off. And I'm going to hold it here just for a few minutes. Let it set up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to leave it alone and let it sit up until it cools really, really good, and then it'll come out easy. Okay, so I'm back and we're going to take this out and see how it did. It's good and cold now. Okay, so it formed together and it did great. Okay, so I found an X-Acto knife. Still coughing, but so you just take it and just barely trim that excess away and smooth it out. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take some paint, and I'm using Skeleton Key, just what I happen to have in here. And I'm going to just take it and paint. You can see I've got a little bit of a crack right there where this is so thick. This is not the most optimum thing to put in there, but really you're not going to see it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, then I'm going to let this dry, and I'm probably going to come back and put another coat on it, and then I will, after that dries, I will be back to show you what the next step I do is. Okay, so I'm back and it is pretty dry. I've put another coat on, so it's actually got two coats of paint on it. So now what I'm going to do is take a little bit of DIY Old School, just a little bit, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. And I'm going to mix it up to make just a really thin wash to go over it. I'm just going to paint it on it, just like this. And then I'm going to take a damp, just barely damp paper towel and just dab it back off again. Basically, what I really want it to do is just get kind of down in the cracks and crevices and make it look like old stone. Okay, I'm going to let this dry, and then the last step that I usually do is put some gold gilding wax on it. So I will be back when this dries and show you how to do that. Okay, so the last and final step of this, you can see it up close, just has a little mottled effect, is I'm going to put some gold gilding wax on. I've had this wax for a really long time, and all I do is just take a little bit on my finger and just do like this. If you go on Iron Orchid Designs website, they do have a blog post on this as well. It's where I learned how to do it. I would advise you to go watch theirs. They're very professional about how they do things. They also use gold leaf on theirs. Okay, so that's finished and it's ready to hang on your tree.